Hey guys, how's it going? Tez back again with some more career mode. Now, of course, it is Easter Sunday today, so happy Easter. I do hope you've had plenty of chocolate eggs to absolutely stuff your faces with. I've only had one or two personally, but I was out last night, so I really am not particularly feeling in a state to be able to scoff a lot of chocolate. But nonetheless, we are going to have a Sunderland career mode video for you today. As you can see on screen, we are second in the league as it stands after 8 games. We have got a huge game against Manchester City, and obviously we beat them to the league title last season, and also beat them in the Community Shield at the beginning of this season. So they are definitely going to want some sort of payback from that. And to be completely honest, they were actually awesome in this particular game. We had a few chances, as you can see here. Yates getting drawing a great save out of Joe Hart, but we tried to catch them on the counter-attack more than anything because they were just absolutely brutal going forward. Yates here trying to find that far bottom corner. Really unlucky there to have it come back off the inside of the post but not go out, and City were able to clear. And now we move into first half stoppage time now. City on the offensive once again, trying to get themselves in front. Yaya Toure with a nice turn and then a tidy finish under the goalkeeper into the back of the net to put them 1-0 up just before we went in for the break. So we had it all to do second half. City were very, very good defensively. They just held firm all game long and just kept denying us again and again. Dzeko there going close after a good turn and shot by Edin Dzeko, and unfortunately Alexandro wasn't able to keep it from going out through corner, but they didn't get anything from that one, so we got away with it. But here we didn't get away with it. Some sloppy play, trying to play out from the back when I really should have just tried to absolutely hoof it. Balotelli slips over the ball, Dzeko hits the post, and Yaya Toure just gets there ahead of Steven Kolka. And they do take a 2-0 lead. They do get a 2-goal advantage, but nonetheless, a couple of minutes later we flew out. I'm trying to get that insta reply like a lot of teams do on FIFA this year. Nelson Oliveira with the pace and the turn to get around. Gael Clichy actually was quite surprised that he had the acceleration to get past him, but maybe took him by surprise with that heavy touch. And of course that near post shot is overpowered, so we're going to rifle it in there, bringing it back to 2-1. So we got a chance to get back in the game. Lewis Holtby here playing in. Adam Johnson gets the turn, trying to find that far top corner, but again, great defender from City. Just players throwing themselves in front of the ball, giving their all to ensure that they got the victory, which indeed they did. So a 2-1 defeat away at the Etihad for us in this game, and we didn't have time to dwell on it though. Just a couple of days later, we were at home though, fortunately, against a good, strong Sevilla side. Obviously, we started this career mode before the big updates. So Diego Lopez is still in goal for Sevilla. He hasn't as yet moved to Real Madrid before the transfer season, or before the transfers were done in January or whatever. But Negredo there puts them 1-0 up with a great header. He does have fantastic technique and he's really, really strong in the air. And that kind of was the only real chance of the first half. There wasn't really too much in it. Sevilla were playing much like City, just kind of sitting back, holding firm at the back, standing there, just not letting us through, putting plenty of men behind the ball, catching us on the counter-attack, and doing an effective job whilst they were doing it. And we were really fortunate. I thought that was going to go in. Mignolet's been a bit dodgy recently, as we discussed in the previous episode. Still really not too sure what to make of him at the minute. He really isn't in the best of form whatsoever, and Sevilla almost made it 2. They're going close with the ball coming back off the post with a header from the corner. And they kept the pressure on here. We're trying to scramble it clear, just throwing bodies in front of the ball, and eventually Nathaniel Klein is going to be able to break away, and we get the chance to counter-attack ourselves. Yates is receiving the ball into feet, across to Medel, trying to shift it from side to side here. Christian Teo, we've brought on. I brought Teo on because I thought maybe, because obviously he's played in La Liga, he might be able to offer us something a little bit different to counteract Sevilla's football, but great save from Diego Lopez there to keep him at bay as that ball was sailing into the top right-hand or top left-hand corner. But Tchaikovsky here breaking down the left-hand side. Just 10 minutes to go. Plays the ball into Javi Havas. And that is a tidy finish, a lovely finish across into that bottom corner to give Sevilla a 2-goal lead. And that is the second time in 2 games we've gone 2-0 down. And they held firm in that one. We weren't able to get one back. And it just was a very, very good all-round away display from Sevilla. Sat deep, kept the men behind the ball, caught us on the counter-attack, and were effective doing that. And then the media were picking up on the disappearance of Honda. Obviously, in the summer we sold him to Real Madrid for 35 million. And we haven't been in the best of form. We have been struggling in Europe, that is clear to see, although we were able to get that 5-4 win against Basel. But our league form has been pretty inconsistent, to be completely honest. We win some, we lose some, we draw some. It's it's just stop-start. We haven't really been able to get any sort of consistent form together, but we are coming into the next game, which is going to be at home against Crystal Palace. So this was crucial. If we were going to make any sort of impression on the league this season whatsoever, we had to get some points from this game at home against Crystal Palace. Now, I did change it up a little bit. You see Lamela and Adriana starting up top, offering a little bit of a fresher option to the Yajic and Nelson Oliveira combination, which obviously stuttered a little bit against Sevilla, and we have dropped to fourth. That game against City, you can see, was our only defeat this season so far, but we have drawn 3 and only won 5, so we dropped to fourth behind Arsenal, who are top. And initially there, I thought he'd won the ball. I thought Kouyaté had won the ball, but you'll be able to see from the replay, the angle was just fooling me. He was just completely nowhere near it, just wiped his legs away. It was a blatant, clear penalty, and Glenn Murray's going to step up. And watch the power by. He really doesn't put too much on it, but he gets it right into the corner, and a Mignolet, superb save, making up for a couple of his previous mistakes there with an absolutely wonderful save, stretching to his fullest to get that one around the post. And fortunately, the half-time whistle went just after that. So, well, that was kind of like the game changer. The confidence was drained from their players, missing a penalty on the stroke of half-time, and we went from strength to strength in the second half. Phil Bardsley here whipping in across to the back post. James McLean with a great diving header. How the goalkeeper managed to get that amount of power on his palm away, I'm not entirely too sure. But they did make a change from that, but the corner is going to come in here as McDonald comes onto the pitch. James McLean is going to whip the ball in on the hour mark. It is Stephen Corker to go up, but again, the goalkeeper, Schauner, I think that's how you pronounce that, is on hand to make a decent save. So we push forward, 20 minutes to go. It's Eric Lamela on the ball with a gorgeous ball across the top. Looking for Adrian, takes it into his stride, and he hits it just a little bit later than I wanted him to. I left the replay in so you can see that he just kind of sorts his feet out unnecessarily just here, and I wanted him to hit it as it was dropping, not as it was about to get to the floor. And maybe he would have been able to get the angle and the power on it to beat the goalkeeper, but unfortunately he didn't. It did flash wide. That one was on target, which was a little bit better, but again, the goalkeeper made a great save. So we come just a couple of minutes before the end of the game here. James McLean breaking down the right-hand side, waits until he gets to the byline to stand the ball up, and Adrian with a beautiful header, this time taking advantage and making sure that we do go 1-0 up in the 89th minute, and that was an absolutely vital goal, because we need 3 points, we really do. Great technique on that header, going up, even though he could have got hurt, and probably did get hurt considering the way he hit the floor. It's a wonderful header from Adrian there, and giving us the 3 points that we did deserve, I suppose, but we definitely made hard work of it. So coming back next episode, we are definitely going to have to make sure that we are in a lot better form, because it's just not been good enough. It really hasn't. So we're going to have to try and step it up next time out. So thank you very much for watching, guys. Please do be sure to leave the video a like. We're closing in on 1,000 subscribers now, which is absolutely superb. And the previous career mode videos have been getting over 30 likes every single time, which is absolutely amazing. You guys have been going absolutely ham with the support for this channel recently, which is, I can't thank you enough. I genuinely can't. So please do keep that going with this one. As you can see, we are actually genuinely delighted with that late winner. So we'll come back next time. We do have another Champions League game coming up, and of course some more Premier League action. So do be sure to come back next time, guys. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time.